So what you're seeing here is Flash Player 10.1 running on a Google Nexus 1 device. And we'll start with a news site. What you'll see here is this is a page that is not at all modified for use on mobile. So it's a BBC's normal desktop website. And what you're about to see is that Flash Player will load in a video here. I can click here to play, just like I would on the desktop site. And you'll see the video running inside the browser.
Chile was prepared for earthquakes, but not this. These are the first pictures of the tsunami which swept.
So here you see Flash running inside the browser. I'm also going to show you that you can run it in full screen. I can double tap on it and it will re-show the video in full screen.
The disaster becomes clear. The Chilean government is now asking for foreign help. The European
So that's one
Commission has announced
demo. I can also show you a few other things here. So we also have seen that although that site and virtually all the internet will run without change on mobile devices using Flash Player 10.1, we also see that some people do choose to optimize their site a little bit to have better user experience and to do a little more beyond the standard. And so here's one demonstration of that. This is a Warner Brothers website. And here I can see that the buttons are larger. They've made some changes to the user experience, some allowances for the use of Flash Player on the phone. And I can go here and see a variety of icons, and I can actually view any variety of previews. And again, Flash can be either full screen or inside the context of a web page. So here I'll go landscape. So this
I
is.
saw this movie.
So you may know what's going to happen next. So here I can move easily between previews, have the experience of looking at these videos and content in the website on the mobile device. And again, their desktop website would work as well, but here we see that they've chosen to actually make something with thumbnails, look and feel slightly optimized for mobile.
And so you worked with them a little bit to build out, or they really just went on their own to build that mobile interface?
We did work with them a little bit, but we're seeing both things happening. Since Flash Player 10.1 is not in market yet, we do end up having to talk to most people to get them beginning on this content. So we showed you a web page that was completely unmodified BBC News. Then I showed you the Warner Brothers mobile, which was a mobile optimized web page. We're also seeing that people can do really mobile application style experiences in Flash Player. And here's one that we actually saw built, which is the New York Times Reader. And you can see that this is something that the New York Times has built, and it's essentially an application. I can double tap in it to get it to go full screen, and now it feels like an application on the device. And so you can have a desktop style web page, a web page that's been somewhat mobile optimized, or you can build an entire application style experience. All of those use cases will work in Flash. I can move between sections. This is pulling down live content from the New York Times. You can see that most of this news is in fact current. I can come back to the bookmarks and show you a bit more. We are seeing the ability to do things like build Flash games. So here you see Miniclip has made a site that again has some optimization for mobile, some allowances where they've built a normal website that allows you to see easily and have large buttons and hit targets to be able to work through Flash. And now you're seeing the Flash content, which is the actual game itself, which again I can bring to full screen and I can begin playing here. I have to apologize, I'm a terrible bowler. But nonetheless, you get the idea.
Do you find that most games, at least so far, have to be slightly switched up to work on mobile for Flash?
We've seen a lot of a variety. Some games do need some more optimization to really take most advantage of the screen real estate, but many will also run. We're seeing a lot of interest from game developers, as 70% of all casual games on the internet are built using Flash Player. So we're definitely seeing a lot of them wanting to make sure the content does run in these mobile environments. I can show you one more. This is Alien Attack. Again, Flash can work normally, but a lot of these games will work best full screen. These are aliens, which I'm now shooting at. Those are my friends. Don't shoot your friends. You get unfortunate messages about friendly fire. But again, you get the idea here. It's a bit loud.
Nexus 1 actually has quite a...
Good volume control, yeah. But you can lower it too.
You have control, yeah. Absolutely. Then I might show you one or two more. This is ESPN. So again, ESPN has made a site that's made it a bit easier to look at their mobile content. So I can see that the content has been adjusted. A lot of this is HTML. Right, when I look at the Flash video, I can view the Flash video full screen, which it defaults to.
We have a new champion in the NFL. It is the New Orleans Saints. They just finished up down in Miami, which is why Trent Dilfer is here to talk about the big game.
More news about the Super Bowl. I can also watch it inline in the rest of the website as well. There we go.
We have a new champion in the NFL. It is the New Orleans Saints. They just finished up down in Miami, which is why Trent Dilfer is here to talk about the big game. The Saints 31-17, 44 years after they get an NFL franchise. They win.
So we've now looked at video, games, some applications built inside the browser. I'll show you one more demo, which is Flash animation. This is a fun little website.
During the Second World War, refugees waited in Casablanca to try to obtain exit visas to reach the safety of the Americas. Rick, please hold these visas. Help me, Rick! Laszlo arrives tonight. The Nazis have chased him all over Europe.
I know that piano player. Sam, play what I want to hear.
No, not it. I told you never to play that. Here's looking at you, kid. Why'd you stand me up?
I had reasons.
You won't leave Casablanca alive.
I need those visas.
No.
You're our last hope. You're a coward. I love you.
So you can still watch all of Casablanca in 30 seconds with bunnies.
Always on Paris. Stop there. The major was
And this
shot.
is completely unmodified desktop content as well.
This is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. You're a rank sentimentalist.
And that's a handful of demos of Flash Player 10.1 working on the Nexus 1.
Well, thank you very much.
Sure.